Good day everyone. In this video, you will learn the foundation of OOP. This will be covering everything you need to know about classes. What is object-oriented approach? The object approach is quite young and is particularly useful when applied to big and complex projects carried out by large teams consisting of many developers. This kind of understanding of a project structure makes many important tasks easier, dividing the project into small, independent parts and independent development of different project elements. Procedural-based object-oriented approach. Procedural approach is possible to distinguish two different and completely separate words, the word of data and the word of code. The word of code is populated with variables of different kinds, while the word of code is inhabited by code grouped into modules and functions, while the object approach suggests a completely different way of thinking. The data and the code are enclosed together in the same word, divided into classes. Object. Objects are incarnation of ideas expressed in classes, like a cheesecake on your plate is an incarnation of the idea expressed in a recipe printed in an old cookbook. Number 1. Upper class. Number 2. Middle class. Number 3 is lower class. Class hierarchies. The word class has many meanings, but not all of them are compatible with the ideas. The class that we are concerned with is like a category as a result of precisely defined similarities. Vehicles is a superclass, while land, water, air, space is a subclasses. What is an object? A class is a set of objects. An object is being belonging to a class. An object is an incarnation of the requirements, traits, and qualities assigned to a specific class. This may sound simple, but note the following important circumstances. Classes form a hierarchy. This may mean that an object belonging to a specific class belongs to all the superclasses at the same time. It may also mean that any object belonging to a superclass may not belong to any of its subclasses. What does an object have? The object programming convention assumes that every existing object may be equipped with three groups of attributes: name, set of individual properties, and set of abilities to perform specific activities. What is a stack? A stack is a structure developed to store data in every specific way. Stacks are used very often in many classical algorithms, and it's hard to imagine the implementation of many widely used tools without the use of stack. This code is defining the stack class. Def init self is the defining the constructor functions. Stack object stack is the initializing the objects. Note, the obligatory parameter is usually name self. It's also a convention, but you should follow it. It simplifies the process of reading and understanding your code. This is the final output. And here another code of class. Note, the name attribute is absent from the object. It exists only inside classes. If you want to find the classes of a particular object, you can use a function named type, which is able, among other things, to find a class which has been used to instantiate any object. Reflection and introspection. All this means allow the Python programming to perform two important activities specific to many object languages. They are introspections, which is the ability of program to examine the type or properties of an object runtime. Reflection, which goes a step further, and the ability of a program to manipulate the values, properties, and function of an object runtime. This is the final output.